Hi guys, this is Rusty78609. It is July the 15th at 10:35 a.m. I'm in Alpine, Texas now. I'm actually at the Mountainside Dormitory for the students at Sul Ross University here in Alpine, Texas. And this is where I'm going to start this driving video. And why am I doing that? Because it's right up on a hill overlooking all of Alpine, Texas, the whole little town down there. You'll be able to see it in just a second. And I'll zoom, maybe I can zoom a little bit and help you. Whoops, that really helps you, didn't it? You can't see anything. Whoops. Let's go out then. How about that? I need to raise it up a wee bit, don't I, guys? I think I overdid it this morning. I tried to get it a little lower and I overdid it. Anyway, that is Alpine, Texas, and that is a view from the Mountainside Dormitory. So you can see all the pretty little mountains and the town spread out around, and we'll turn to the right. That would be looking towards the Fort Davis area in the Davis Mountains. And then we'll go on around, and I bet you none of you can find this spot because it's hard to get here. You got to know. I used to drive around Alpine for the fun of it years ago, just seeing where roads went, because I do that. And this one, as you can see, wait till I turn left, well, you won't be able to see the road, because how come the camera is so elevated all of a sudden? I don't know. But anyway, it is a nice day. Temperature is 80 degrees about. And we're going to go down the mountain now. Down the mountain, run boy run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. We're going down the mountain in Alpine, Texas, and my speaker is doing the wrong thing, naturally. But now I have it fixed. Okay, that's good. I guess we're doing all right as far as the camera angle. Don't want to go too far right. They got a big pipe sticking out of the ground there. And we'll go straight on down the mountain here. This is all student housing for Sul Ross University. And then we'll go right on into the town, or wherever we're headed here. I don't have a plan, which is not unusual. This street is pretty rough, but the stabilization feature will probably straighten it out pretty good. Alpine, Texas, July the 15th, 2018. And you could turn the clock forward 20 years and it probably will not have changed very much, because it hasn't changed in the 20 plus years that I've been coming out here off and on. So we'll go, let's see, if I go straight, I know where that goes. We can go down and we can see that. Well, let's go right here. No, let's do both. We'll do this. Let's go straight, because this goes by, if you follow this road down to the end and go to the right, it goes by the city park, as I remember. Used to be a dermatologist office here on the left, but it's turned into something else now. The reason I know, I went to one here many moons ago. I go to one at least once a year, sometimes twice. Well, anyway, guys. Okay, now I got that out of the way. We'll move on here. I can't remember if it's the last street to the right or this street to the right. I'm thinning that it's the last street to the right. That's what I'm thinning. Thinning is my translation of the word thinking, because basically when you're thinning things out, you're getting to the root of the matter. So I'm thinning. Whatever, I just made that up. Does that mean anything? Hell no. Jeez. It's just little brain cells that are on their own. Well, let's see, we go by the golf course. Yep, right here. Here's the golf course. I've played many around the golf there. It's a 9-hole golf course. It's a country club. They do take green fee players, but if you're a member, you get a substantial discount. It's a pretty tough little course. You know, it's pretty well maintained, as you can see. Can you see? Have I got this thing that low? I must have. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did that. But they're out there struggling, chasing that little old white ball. I often ask myself, is that a game or is that a silly game? And the answer kept coming up, well, it's not exactly genius. How about that, guys? I ought to get the damn thing where we can see something, right? So this is an alternate. Well, I want to leave it kind of in the middle here because, you know, I'll tell you, there are some guys that take golf real serious. I mean, this is for blood out there. I got a car behind me. I'm gonna let them go by because I don't like to rush. Hey, vato, ¿cómo está, man? I can't remember what the dues were back when I used to play. I was a member for a while. Sure was. I'd come over here every day, pretty much, and play. It's kind of a poem, isn't it? Let me get. I'll be working on this camera until the video it'll be over for 2 hours, and I'll still be fiddling with it. The guy's got a lime green golf cart, and don't think he ain't proud of it. I mean, those golf carts are like their cars at home. That's a status symbol. Some of them even put fancy wheels on them, and they'll have heaters and side curtains and all kind of stuff. This is the city park on the right. Not a great big city park, but it's actually pretty well used. This is one of the few city parks that people actually use. And if you see that straight ahead here on the right, there's a brick wall there, and that's a baseball diamond, and well, they may use it for other things, but right now it's a baseball field, and it's home field of the Cowboys. What do you call it? It's a professional group, but it's a semi-pro group of baseball players. And do they take their baseball serious? Yes. It's called Kokernot Field, Kokernot, Kokernot, pronounced coconut, I think. And they're out there practicing now, the baseball players. And but yeah, the Kokernuts, you'll see that name a lot around Alpine. They own a big ranch called the 06. And when I say big, it's in the 100,000 plus acres. And yeah, it's whenever the IRS does checks on their property, they fly over it to survey it. It's so big, you can't drive all over it. But now we're facing west now, and on the left is the Alpine High School. And aren't you all excited about this? I mean, you got to get turned on about this, okay? I mean, this is one of those videos that is going to go triple viral. I mean, actually, it's just me driving and enjoying the day. I'm waiting for some videos to upload because I have to be patient. And how long does it take to upload a 20-minute video? About an hour or so, hour and a half, depending on the upload speeds that Verizon allows me. So if I upload 2 short videos, I got to be in town for 2 hours. One hour I spend just walking around town, and then I'll drive around places. And you know, this officer right here reminds me, this sheriff, I think, is that a sheriff? Yeah, that's a sheriff. Probably one of the biggest parts, or the largest parts of the economy here are law enforcement agencies, because you got Border Patrol. You know, they pump a lot of income or money into the economy here. You got a large force for the DEA, which is the Drug Enforcement Agency. You got a narcotics task force. You got the FBI. And then, of course, you got the Department of Public Safety, DPS, and you got the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department. So law enforcement in this area is probably about a third of the economy, maybe even more, maybe 50%. But we're coming into downtown Alpine. This is Highway 118. If you went exactly opposite the way I'm going, you'd be going to Fort Davis. Going straight in, you're going into Alpine. At Big Bend Telephone, you can get broadband for $144 a month. Isn't that exciting? That's the Alpine Elementary on the right. I know that's a big feature that y'all look for everywhere we go as the schools. It's a nice little town, though. I do like it. It's kind of laid back. It's about 5,500 in population and about that in elevation, or pretty close. It's around 5,000 feet. Some people say it's 55. It depends on where you are. From one place to another in this town, you can go up or down 500 feet real easy. There's a True Value on the right, hardware store on the left is a grocery store called Porter's. They've got two of them. And they also have my favorite chip, Leal's, from Muleshoe, Texas. Leal's makes some chips that are really good, and they're made in Muleshoe, Texas, and they have them here for a reasonable price, $2.99 a bag. The other chips, all the other chips that are halfway decent, are $5 a bag. For some reason, Leal's, being a few hundred miles from here, cuts them a deal and they pass it along to the customer. Anyway, off to the right, you can see if you can try to turn it a little bit. That's the that's the City Hall, courthouse stuff, all the square, and then off to the right here's the library. I don't know why I'm saying all this, I just am. There's G-Maw's food truck. I'm told she makes great hamburgers there. I think I got one time. But folks, I got to tell you, the pleasures of traveling for me are wonderful. I enjoy it. I'm 73, as all you all know. And now I can start saying 73 instead of 72. And a few months from now, somebody will say, "Are you always going to be 73? You know what I mean. So how are y'all doing? I hope you're doing fine. Post office is up here. There it is. I may have my mail forwarded one-time general delivery. If I plan to stay a second month, I will have it forwarded one time and see how bad they can screw it up. I mean, they got so many little rules that you never heard of. You know, they don't. Sometimes they will forward packages. Sometimes they won't forward packages. It depends on the post office you're having it forwarded to. Some post offices will accept general delivery on a one-time basis, and some of them will not. So first you have to go by the post office and ask them, you know, can I do this one-time thing? I'm going to make a turn here and go right back through. See, this is a one-way all the way through Alpine on 290 going towards Marfa. Or I guess that's right. I think it's 290. And then we'll take a left here and make a little U-turn and go right back into the, unfortunately we'll kind of be in the sunlight, and I may have to shorten the video because the phone will overheat, and well, if the video shuts off strangely, that's why. But anyway, if it does shut off strangely, just remember the drill. Use the Amazon link, drink plenty of water, keep your health. So now we can go forward with this video. Do I care how long it is? Not a bit. This is the 15th. I'll probably upload this one tomorrow, the 16th, because I got some coming up now that I'm waiting patiently on. Gasoline is still $3.05 here, but out on the edge of town, they've got a Shell station. Unbelievable, a Shell station. It's $2.96. Cheapest place around. It's a neat little town. It is. I mean, it's kind of like, it reminds me of Taos, New Mexico in a lot of ways, because it's kind of artsy and got a lot of little shops downtown. You know, you can walk around downtown and see some art shops and little eateries, small places. They got a little breakfast place to eat right on the main drag here on the left, right by the Holland Hotel. I'm going to change lanes and you'll see the Holland Hotel. It's kind of famous. In fact, let me turn the camera if I can do it without really screwing up here. I don't know what y'all are going to see. But there on the left, that 3-story building there, that's the Holland Hotel. And it's really a nice place to stay. It's a nice old-timey place to stay. Here on the left is a little breakfast place here. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see if it's got a name. It's called, but how about bread and breakfast? Not bed, but bread. And I can't tell what the camera's doing here. I'm just telling what I've got it. But anyway, we'll end it right up here. Go ahead, lady. Thank you. I'll try to find me some shade. They make cars so small now. Chevrolet makes one that is so small that they can actually pull up beside me and I can't even see them in my mirror. So I'll pull down here to find a shady spot to end the video, and then I need to do some checking. There's Cow Dog's little place there. And I know y'all want to know where O'Reilly's Auto Parts is. There's another Porter's grocery store. They have two. The illusion is, for most people, they think there's different owners. There's not. There's your narc. All these people, you got to know that this town is so infested with law enforcement that if you're a drug dealer or doing anything illegal, Jesus, you're in trouble. In fact, I told you this before, there was a city councilman one time that suggested getting rid of the local police department because he said didn't need it. And he was right, in my opinion. I thought he was a genius. Of course, when I think somebody's genius, that might be the kiss of death. They have a set of pumps here that don't work, and so I pull up here and use their shade. That way I'm not taking up any space that could be used by a customer. So I can sit right here and end the video in the shade, guys, in the shade. But anyway, this is Rusty 78609, ending a drive in Alpine, Texas with a quick thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything your little heart desires. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day is good for you. What else? Stretch, walk, do everything to keep your health and stand guard at the door of your mind. Try to stay positive. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. This has been a drive around Alpine, Texas on July the 15th, 2018. Adios.